Welcome back to the Let's Play of Megaman X5. This time we're doing the second phase of the boss fights. We don't necessarily have to, but we're going to. So we're going to be using the Falcon armor heavily in this, so I'm going to go ahead and both of these, the burst shot and the quick charge. I don't remember what the burst shots does. It may be 5 shots of the buster on the screen at the same time. I do remember what the quick charge does. It actually increases the speed that your buster charges. Now, as you can see, R1 is no longer on the screen because there's no reason to fire anything anymore. The space colonies are destroyed. I'm going to start off with Dark Dizzy Stage. Mainly because I can never remember what his actual weakness is, so I always try to buster. Using the Falcon. Now I'm going to detail the good things about the Falcon. Now, since the space shuttle's been since the space colony has been destroyed, every single time you go into a stage with a boss that you haven't defeated, Alia is going to warn you in the very beginning that there's no real reason to come in anymore. Like she did just here. It's actually worth it, because we're going after the Gaea armor as well as a couple other parts. Now this stage also has a pretty bad slowdown, mainly due to the background scratching. It was like that in the original game as well. Now, let me go ahead and go over the Falcon armor. The Falcon armor does add a few things. Number one, the charge shot's a lot smaller. It can go through walls, but I can't show you right. Number two, and this is big, the Falcon armor cannot air dash no matter how hard you try. That's only the 4th armor and the ultimate armor that can do that. To replace it is this, the ability to fly for a brief amount of time. We are going to use that in these 4 stages. You also now have a Giga attack. I have it set to triangle. In this case, what it does is it fires small little busters that rain up and down on the screen. So that all here, that was weird. Enemy, then it would. Now these constellations are a big issue. Make sure it's a little bit more important later, but you do not want those constellations to change while you're under them. The main reason why is because a lot of times majority of these will drop spikes, and it's another elevator actually says that X5 has a lot less instant death. There's actually a lot more surprising instant death than there is X4. Now here, if you're using anything besides the Falcon armor, you're going to be forced to follow this track. We're going to skip it. Make you start flanking. We're going to take a little bit of damage, but it's a lot easier this way. That way we can skip all of those constellations. Now it's not necessary to stop at each individual one. Once you get to the end here, you automatically teleport to the second part of the stage. With the Falcon armor, it's very easy. Without it, it's a little annoying and you might die a couple times. These enemies are a little annoying because they take more than one charge shot to take down. Now what this does is it switches the top of the screen with the bottom, basically reversing the screen. It does not reverse your controls though. For the heart tank in this game, you aren't required to have the Falcon armor to get it, but it does make it a lot easier, mainly because it compacts your body so that you are less likely to beat the stage. Also, one thing about the Falcon armor, when you're flying, you're invincible to everything but projectiles. That even means signal viruses can't affect you. Spikes are not necessarily sure. That's the very first heart tank I made. Now, for this armor piece, this is easily the most tedious and annoying armor piece in the game. You have to use the Firefly, what's his name? The F laser to get it. What you have to do is you have to navigate this maze with it, and if you fail, you can actually run out of weapon energy here and just have to come back. It's a lot easier if you already have the weapon tank, but thankfully I didn't have to come back. I think the F laser is actually what Dark Dizzy's weak against, but I find it easier to fight him with the Buster. But I should probably test it just to see if that's what his weak against. The Gaea armor, however you want to pronounce it, is a powerful, defensive, slow armor. And when I say slow, I mean slow. No aerial kind of movements besides the basic jump dash, as well as the fact that even this regular dash on the ground is slow, but it does have a lot of added benefits. But I'll get to that more once I get the Gaea on. Let's give this a shot. Dark Dizzy is very easy to beat with the Buster, whether you're Ultimate, 4th Armor, or Falcon Armor. 4th and Ultimate being the easiest because he can actually spawn those bats. Let's go ahead and test this. I think the way it works is that you have to hit him with you have to hit him with the tail end of the weapon. You can hit him with the laser, but you're not going to have the weapon energy left. I mean, the stun is good, but it's not as fun. Under that attack, if you see it coming for some reason. That was kind of cheap, but I don't know. Now, Dark Dizzy gives you one of the most useful weapons, if not the most useful weapon. If you've been playing Mega Man ever since Megaman 2 on the Nintendo, then you already know what it is. It's called the Dark Hole in this game, but essentially all it is the time travel. However, unlike in Mega Man 2, where the time travel weapon actually dealt damage to the boss that you used it against, in this game, it doesn't quite do the same thing. It will freeze the bosses against it, but he won't take any damage. It's still up to you. Making it not quite as useful, but with how annoying this boss is, it's kind of useful. At least the first phase of this boss. Cool, the first phase of that boss is very good. It's the second phase. Next up is going to be, what's his name? The Skivvier, who's actually part of Rebel Force along with Axel Rose. Now, after the Skivvier, you're going to get, or whatever the sixth boss is, you're actually going to get another rematch with Dynamo. He's a little bit harder this time, but he's not that big.